Moment here. All right, so good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining us for the African American Marketing Association's Business of Marketing Bootcamp, aka BOM, our information session, our webinar, where we are going to discuss our new signature program. All right. So today we're going to go over basically how AMA got started, um, business programs in Houston, the actual Business of Marketing Bootcamp, the process, the details behind it, important dates, and then we'll leave time for Q&A. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle Gomez. I started the African American Marketing Association in 2019. I felt like there was a gap in the market as far as lack of representation and misrepresentation of Black marketers. Um, so we've been moving and grooving for 5 years strong. Very happy about that. And these are just some of the professional accomplishments that I have in more recent years. And during the day, I work at Goldman Sachs, 10,000 Small Businesses as the outreach director. And I've been doing that since November last year. I did have my business line 25 Consulting for 10 years. Needless to say, I am immersed in the small business arena and within the city of Houston, right? So I have a lot of experience that I'm bringing to the table regarding AMA as well as the boot camp. So once again, AMA was started in 2019. We are a 501c3 nonprofit membership-based organization. The mission is to galvanize and equip Black marketers, creatives, and entrepreneurs with the resources they need to grow their career or business. Um, as of right now, we have over 60 members. We have mainly women, 70% women, 30% men. We are split evenly when it comes to marketing professionals and creative entrepreneurs. And I think creative entrepreneurs is just the best way to include freelancers, agency owners, content creators, influencers, et cetera, et cetera. I think we can all testify that the language of a marketer as well as marketing is changing, and we do our best to encompass all of these roles. Okay. These are some highlights. Once again, 60 plus members. We reinstated membership fees last year after the summit. Our first year in 2019, we gave founding member plaques. In 2021, we started the 50 Black Marketers to Watch, aka the Black Marketers list. Some of y'all have been on that list. We have spoken or attended Content Marketing World, Digital Marketing Summit. We've established partnerships with Facebook as well as Google by providing certifications to our members. In 2022, we started the Marketing for the Culture podcast, where we interview marketers from all walks of life to talk about their career or entrepreneurial journey. In 2022, 2022, we launched our signature event, the Marketing for the Culture Summit, which is, as you can see, a spinoff from the podcast. Over the past 5 years, these have been our key partners. Shout out to BID Creative, Dana, HP, Comerica, Onward Search, LR Training, Dragonfly Editorial, and many, many more. All right, so let's talk about business in Houston. All right, so this is a growing number, but I'm going to strongly say currently there's at least 15 small business programs that are free within the city of Houston, right? City of Houston / Metro Houston. These is just a small sample. Some of y'all may be familiar with the Houston Area Urban League, Small Business University, aka SBU. I think that's 3 months with a business plan. They walk you through on creating a business plan and they have a competition at the end, chance for you to win money. Similar to Houston Community College, their business plan competition. As I stated, I work for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. And we have a lot of entrepreneur initiatives under HCC that are free, right? So this is non-tuition based, but just business programs in order for you to be a better entrepreneur. We also have People Fund, their BIPOC Small Business Accelerator. I think they started that in 2022, which they have made some changes because of recent events. We have SBA Thrive. We're pretty sure we're all familiar with SBA. Their program is also, I think, 12 weeks, and you have to be in business for at least 2 years and earn 250,000 or more in revenue to qualify. You have the SURE program with the University of Houston. I can go on and on and on. I actually have a full list. I'm glad to share that complete list after that. But in my opinion, these are some of the most popular programs that a lot of business owners go through. Also, we know Houston is growing with a thriving tech scene, right? So we have about 36 tech accelerators / incubators here. Some of us are familiar with Mass Challenge, Generator, Greentown Labs across the street from the Ion, the Cannon, a lot of growing opportunity here in the city. And what I realized, especially with the small business programs, I've been a student or I've been requested to speak, where they'll have guest speakers come in and talk about marketing for 1 or 2 weeks, right? Which is just a couple of hours. Kind of the same thing with the tech accelerators, or it's just so tech driven that I say tech driven, focused on, okay, let's get your MVP and obviously proof of concept up and running. And there's little emphasis when it comes to the marketing aspects of it, right? And then, of course, there's educational resources where you can go to some of these organizations and they may give you a marketing plan template. They may even do some competitive research for you. I think SBDC does that, right? So if you know what kind of business or your industry, they'll do market research and a competitor analysis for you, right? But who knows that? It's very important, but who knows that? So with my experience with these programs as an attendee, as a speaker, and of course, being a true marketer, I realized there is a gap in the marketplace, right? And hence is where we come up with the Business of Marketing Bootcamp, aka BOMB. BOMB is going to serve as a no-cost 12-week cohort program powered by AMA, designed for small business owners to receive marketing training, tools, and support to grow their businesses, right? So where the other programs focus on all aspects of business, which is really, really important. So this can be obviously sales and marketing, finance, accounting, HR, maybe leadership. We're focusing the majority of the time, I would say 60 to 70% of our time is going to be focused on marketing curriculum, right? And our main goal is to, one, of course, the economic development of small business owners, and it's safe to say even minority small business owners, and helping them have a comprehensive marketing approach when it comes to their business. Right. So who should participate in BOMB? right? It's easy to say everyone, right? Everyone needs marketing. Everyone's doing marketing. Now, we are open to all industries, but we do want those established business owners, owner or co-owner that has been operating for at least 2 years and has revenue around 50K. Now, that's a little bit of money to be like, okay, you should have a marketing budget, and we're going to show you how to maximize that marketing budget. Okay. So within our 12 weeks of the program, these are some of the top level things that we want to highlight, right? Making data-driven decisions. We can all say in this digital space, analytics is becoming more and more important, right? So what are these KPIs and metrics that you need to know within your business, within your marketing effort, that's going to allow you to be successful and make the right decisions moving forward? We want you to feel confident when it comes, to completing a marketing strategy, right? So we know how important a business plan is. Let us help you put a very, very solid marketing plan together. 3 is you as a business owner feeling confident when it comes to your marketing. We know there's marketers, marketing agencies and freelancers all over. Are you in position to ask the right questions when it comes to your needs and matchmaking with the right agency? Or are you ready to build a team in-house, right? And you have the foundational elements that even when you're bringing someone in, you know what to do and you know what you're talking about. And then, of course, just building a supportive community with other small business owners that are like-minded. All right. So I'm the founder and president of AMA. I of course, idea, but I couldn't do a lot of this work without Dana. So take it away.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be here and be a part of this program. We have a lot of great things. So I am Dana Hewling. I am the owner and creative director and chief brand officer for the ID LLC. We've been around 10 years now, and we are a boutique creative agency that specializes in foundational branding and communication direction, primarily with service-based businesses and nonprofits. We work in a few different arenas, but branding, communications, getting that solid marketing strategy is key. And so I'm excited to kind of bring some of that expertise to BOM and working with Michelle and Amma on this. Just a little bit of information over the years, working with businesses across industries. We've made it a priority to be transparent and educate clients, because we know this is not necessarily a thing that you all are doing every single day. You're not buying logos, you're not having to think about social media. And if you're thinking about social media, it can all feel very overwhelming. So we do our best to guide, but as consultants, there's only so much that we can do sometimes. I've also had the privilege of being marketing director for a plastic surgery group here for some time, and just coming in to a space where those who needed to oversee our work, not understanding what they were overseeing, also provided challenges and conflicts. So just understanding that there is that gap. And I think when Michelle presented the idea, I shared information regarding some of us have read E-Myth. I don't know if anyone, I know Tiffany did, because she's the one who told me about E-Myth. But without giving away the entire book, they talk about the reasons why a lot of small businesses fail, and they basically summarize it that every small business owner is some blend of 3 different areas. They have the entrepreneur, that's the innovator. They're the ones coming up with the big ideas, and they have the passion to start this business. Then you have the manager, because you need someone to be able to manage those day-to-day operations. And then you have the technician. They're the type to generally be working inside the business. Ideally, you would be, equal parts of all three of those things, but usually you have people like, I feel like I'm like 70% technician because I love doing the work that we do. And I'm some entrepreneur, and my managerial, if I do not do it intentfully, and it may get overlooked. So making sure that you have those fractions. But we feel like every business owner also needs to have a little bit of a marketer. And part of the principle in the book also is if you're not doing one of the roles or not wanting to do one of the roles, you need to have people in that place. And so being able to market your small business is something that we wish people would just have a better grasp on. And so I'm excited about the program because some of the things that we are going to go into are things, if we had all the time in the world, we would sit and help and educate. So now this is that opportunity. So I think we're going to look at the curriculum next. So yeah, so we'll come in. It is a 12-week program. First 2 weeks are really going to be setting that foundation. Of course, housekeeping, welcome, introductions, getting everyone assimilated, getting those base vocabularies, because marketing, we have a lot of jargon sometimes. And so just getting some of the key things informed. Again, one of the bigger takeaways is being able to develop a comprehensive marketing strategy for your business, and being able to just understand what those things look like and what exactly is the strategy. Now we come in and understanding your audience. Knowing who you're reaching is going to be key. So just making sure that you understand who your audience or audiences might be crucial. Brand marketing. Now it's going to be the next 3 weeks as branding first. Branding specialist, I'm very excited about this area. So what is branding and what is brand marketing? So we'll clarify that marketing mix: advertising, branding, communications, PR, all of those different things, because they do mean something different, but they work together for the better of your business. And then, of course, understanding the visual identity, the messaging, all of that stuff. So all of the things that go into brand marketing. And that's going to be a big piece. And then we have the next 6 weeks where we go into growth marketing strategies. So these are going to be a little bit more on the active side. These are the things going to help generate revenue a little bit more quicker, help with those data-driven decisions that we would like y'all to be making. And so just again, understanding how different tactics can help achieve different results that will overall play a part in achieving the goals in the short and long term. At this point, this is where you're working a lot on your marketing strategy development. And then in these next 3 weeks, between November 12th and December 3rd, we do take a week off for Thanksgiving. We also are going to come in with some of those business-minded things, but still in the lens of marketing. So again, like Michelle said, where a lot of the other business programs, small business programs, are very business broad with a little bit of marketing. We're very marketing broad with some business, again, coming in with productivity to help making marketing easy, because again, that can be very convoluted sometimes and feel overwhelming. So making sure that you're working smarter, not harder, and also be protecting your brand and your marketing as you go forward. Can you be using trademarked audio, things like that? How do you copyright the assets you're creating? We'll have speakers coming in for those areas, talking about finances, financing, marketing, financing, just making sure you're able to pay all of the people and vendors and whatnot. And also having an HR. What does it look like working with an agency? What does it look like bringing people in-house? Who should be bringing people in-house and for what roles? So we'll have opportunities to get a lot of those areas also clarified and outlined, and you'll be able to ask and answer a lot of questions as you finalize your marketing strategies. And then, of course, we're going to party. So let's close things out. So with BOM, you're going to be looking at putting in some work. It is a program. We're going to be guiding you. You're going to get a lot of guidance throughout it. And so, but we do expect people to be putting in some work over the course of the 12 weeks, estimating maybe around 30-ish hours. You can look at potentially, I think, like 5 to 10 hours, depending on, your pace. We will be providing, some level of marketing support. One of the key takeaways with BOM is that we want our business owners to understand marketing. We're not necessarily teaching how to do all of the areas of marketing. Otherwise, this program would be a year long. But we want to make sure that as you're investing in marketing, you know how what a strategy is versus what tactics are, and how the tactics can help with your strategy, and based off of what your goals are, which tactics will make the most sense to include in your strategy, so that you don't feel like you're guessing as much as I know a lot of small businesses do as they're trying to improve their marketing and just grow their businesses overall. And again, we are going to help make sure that you leave this program with a strategic growth plan as it pertains to your marketing, and that you feel supported as you are developing that. So like we talked about, we are anticipating starting September 17th and going through December 10th. Those 12 weeks. We will be having classes in person and virtually on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And as mentioned, you can expect to spend around 10 to 15 hours per week. We are hoping to have more people participate in person if possible. We'll do our best to make sure that they're nice, light refreshments for in-person participants, but we are also, thanks to 126 Photography, we will be able to accommodate having it be a hybrid program to make sure that we just keep that engagement right and expand who we're able to serve. If you are accepted as a part of the program, oh, thank you, Tiffany. If you're accepted as part of the program, we're going to make sure we give you our best. We would also hope that you give us your best to get the most out of BOM. So attending the sessions, completing the activities, you'll be provided a nice cute workbook to guide you along, which will be crucial if you want to make your marketing strategy at the end of everything. So completing your activities and then attending any office hours, just so that you can get that a little bit more hands-on and personal consulting. And then, of course, providing your marketing plan at the end of the program, especially if you want feedback on it. And then please, at the end of it all, complete the program survey. This is our inaugural cohort. We're very, very excited about it. We're very proud of the quality of what we intend to bring. But of course, your feedback as a participant will be extremely crucial as we continue to develop and improve our offerings. Some important dates. So we did extend the deadline because, thanks Hurricane Beryl. So the deadline for the applications is now next Friday, July 26th. So thank you to all those who have already completed the application. If I know there's some that have started but not fully completed, so please make sure you get those in. And if you have not started but are interested in being part of this cohort, please get your application in. You have about 10 more days It's not too long. There's a few questions, but it's not overly long. The week of August 5th, we'll be working to schedule interviews with potential participants for the week. So between August 7th and the 16th, and then we will be confirming selected participants the week of August 28th or by August 28th. And then, of course, we expect to have our first day of cohort number 1 on September 17th.
Okay. So you may be thinking, okay, well, after the 12 weeks, what's next, right? So obviously being cohort 1, we're going to have to create an alumni program, right? So some of it has been thought out as far as have an alumni directory, the continuous of professional networking and education, whether it's one-on-one workshops, panelists, and other resources, discount to Marketing for the Culture Summit. And obviously, this is following under the ALMA brand. So some things may be a collaborative effort, and some things will be separate as far as BOM scholars and BOM alumni. So, and I think that's the beauty of not just cohort 1, but eventually the early cohorts, where we're going to work on creating the alumni program together. But for the most part, this is the foundation of what we have in mind. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions on anything?
This is perfect. I have no, I don't have any questions, but thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for showing up. Yes, Adrian.
I apologize because I joined extremely late. Will the sessions be recorded? You guys probably already answered that.
Yes, the
Yes.
session is recorded.
Sessions will be recorded, right? So as we stated, we want to do in-person and virtual, right? So if you're in Houston, we definitely want you in person. Our virtual component is going to be for those individuals that are outside of Houston. And because we do have a solid out of state, I guess, membership and audience for AMA in general, right? So we want to make sure we cater to them. Now, when it comes to the program expectations, this is just a high level, right? So if you get into the program, there's going to be more details. And I say that to say that don't think you can flip-flop, right? So if you don't want to drive one day, you're going to log on online, you're going to be mistaken. But we'll get into those details once you get accepted to the program. I think I saw Jennifer's hand up.
Yeah, you answered my question just then. I was going to ask if it could be either hybrid or in person, because sometimes, like in my case, I'm traveling and may not be here in person. But would that be an option for those who have several things going on that may impede the schedule availability?
So we're definitely going to work through that, right?
Okay.
So there's a lot of things we have to figure it out. We're going to work through. Hence, that's the importance of us having these interviews. So we know, although we've laid down the foundation, we also got to speak to you, right? And we got to
Okay.
figure out how we can accommodate as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Y'all gonna go easy on us today? Shortest webinar ever. So we will provide these slides and recordings, but this is definitely your time to ask any questions.
Yes, especially if you have questions about the application.
Said questions about the application?
Oh yeah, I was saying if they have questions about the application, now's a perfect time to ask.
Okay. I know people were squeezing us in before their 12 o'clock calls, so we do appreciate that. So I know I'm going to send a follow-up email. You will in a couple of hours, so you will have the recording. We'll give the link to the application, of course, the link to the website. Again, you can always email us any questions. We're glad to schedule a couple of calls, I guess, before we do the interviews. But yeah.
Yeah. So unless we're gonna start doing karaoke, I think we may be able to give these lovely people, some of their time back.
All right, everyone. Well, we do appreciate you. Once again, thank you for just spending some time with us, getting to learn about BOM, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side. Enjoy your Tuesday.
Yes, we're very excited. Again, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Okay.